Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve a flawless foundation look that is flashback free. That's perfect for special occasions or any time that you guys are going to be going out and there's going to be flash photography involved, because like I said, no flashback, because I've had flashback before and guys, it's not cute at all. So this past weekend, I literally finally figured out a foundation routine that's good for a special night out that I don't get any flashback. So I wanted to share it with you guys because that's what good people do. They share tips and tricks and shit. So yeah, so if you guys want to know my no flashback foundation routine, then just keep watching. With anything when it comes to foundation or like makeup and skin and all that stuff, what is the most important in my opinion is always skincare. So always try to prep your skin prior to doing your makeup because you're gonna get like a better makeup application. You want to do your skin prep according to your skin type. So like if you have dry skin, you're not gonna go in with a mattifying face mask because it's just gonna dry your skin out even more. I have combination skin, I'm normal to oily. Lately, I've been more on the drier side, but with anything when it comes to like going out and all of that, I like to do more of a hydrating mask or a type of mask that's gonna give me like a glow to the skin, because I'm all about skin when it comes to makeup. Like I'm not the best with eyeshadow, but I think I'm pretty good when it comes to like foundation and like skin stuff, you know? So the mask that I'm going to be doing is the Kiehl's Calendula and Aloe Soothing Hydration Mask, which is this one right here. I actually got the travel size because that's expensive. If you do have more oily skin and you want to help mattify your skin, I recommend the Ulla Henriksen Cold Plunge Mask. And I try to focus it more like on my drier areas, which is my cheeks. My skin is just dehydrated. Like I have not been drinking water or anything. So I'm gonna leave this mask on for 20 minutes and I'll be back in 20 minutes with my face clean. So now that I washed off the face mask, I'm just gonna moisturize my skin. The moisturizer that I'm currently using is the Laneige Water Bank Hydrating Gel. This moisturizer, guys, is so good. They also have one that's for normal to dry skin, which is an actual moisturizer. That one's really, really good too. I accidentally bought that one instead of this one and I used it for like 2 days. But it really moisturized my skin. And it like your skin absorbs it. Like at least for me, like my skin absorbs this product so fast and it dries so quickly, but yeah, it's so moisturizing. I love it. The only thing that throws me off is the smell. Like if they make this unscented, I think that would be great. I realize that I have sensitive skin, so I switched a lot of my makeup products to like sensitive skin type of makeup products. So and I try not to use things that are scented anymore, and because it's scented, like I don't want to not use it, but like I'm pretty sure it's good for sensitive skin. I think it's like one of the clean brands if I'm not mistaken in Sephora, but yeah guys, it's so good. If you haven't tried it, go to Sephora and get a sample because it's amazing. For eye cream, I use the ginseng eye cream. I just have a sample of it and I put a little bit and I blend it. This is my favorite eye cream. I love this so much. For primer, I'm gonna use this one, and this is from my kit. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is what I'm gonna be using. And I like to let it settle into my skin because it's gonna give like that tacky finish. I like anything that has like a tacky finish just because I feel like it kind of gives your makeup something to cling on to, if that makes sense. So I just grab like a foundation brush and I rub it on. This also has a very strong smell. I don't know if this is good for sensitive skin. It says it's good for all skin types, but I don't know if it's good for sensitive skin because this smells super strong. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the hair product that I don't know if they still sell it, but it's like, it's gonna be a throwback if they don't sell it anymore because I actually haven't seen it. It's a drugstore hair product called Vita Point. And this primer or moisturizer, whatever this is, it smells exactly like Vita Point. It's so weird. Like as soon as I used it for the first time, I smelled it and it took me back to like 8 years old. And let that settle into the skin. While that is happening, I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows. Foundation that I've been using recently is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. This foundation is so good. I use the shade Noisette, by the way. I actually mixed my moisturizer with the foundation just to kind of dilute it a little bit. And I feel like by mixing the moisturizer and the foundation, it gives the skin like the foundation a really nice glowy type of finish without making it look oily or anything like that. This foundation is a little bit deeper than my skin tone. I always reach more towards a more tan foundation because it looks better in pictures. And I'm gonna mix it with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 228. This is also gonna like help deepen up the foundation a bit. Take pictures, or at least for me, if I were to actually get a foundation that's my skin color and I take a picture, I would look so white, and I'm not about that life. This is how much product I have. This is the Maybelline and this is the Becca. This much moisturizer, mix it in with the foundation. Take the JH03 brush. It's like a kabuki brush. This is actually like this foundation, I love blending it with a brush instead of my beauty blender. I just feel like you get better coverage and you get a better finish from it, and it's a lot faster too. I feel like I've mentioned this in a video before where like I've been kind of playing around with consistency of foundation. I'm not the biggest on full coverage foundation. I rather go in with like a full coverage concealer and a medium coverage foundation. So that's exactly what I'm doing. This is buildable though. If you don't dilute it with a moisturizer or anything, like you're gonna get really good coverage off of it. So just some FYI. I'm taking the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer in the shade Light Beige. What's new? You guys already know that this is my concealer. I love this shit. I'm gonna take a little bit of the natural beige, apply it here, just so I can conceal that area. Then I'm gonna go in with the light beige to brighten up the area. The natural beige to hide my dark circles, and we're gonna use the light beige to brighten up. So we're gonna leave that light beige on this area, and I'm not gonna go in too heavy. I'm literally just gonna put this much product and then put it everywhere else. And then don't forget the lid. And just a little piece of advice, if you do your eyes before doing your foundation, which is what I usually do, when you prep the eyelid, I like to prime with concealer. So try to like really take it into this area here, because once you start putting foundation and you don't have any concealer there, it's gonna make it super hard to get coverage there, and it's just gonna look like a dark spot. So then just start blending everything. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee, just so I can bronze up my skin. These things used to be like 99 cents. I got this shit for $3. Like, it's because it got hype. That's why. Then put a little bit here. Just mostly to warm up the skin. I'm going with the shade Chestnut, and this is I'm gonna use this one to contour. And obviously can't forget this area right here. Sometimes I'll get the foundation brush I used just to kind of help blend everything in. Next we're going to set the concealer, and I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Blend out these creases because we're not trying to crease up in this bitch. So I'm gonna grab some product. I learned this from Desi Perkins, and she learned it from Makeup by Ariel. So you grab some translucent powder and you're going to kind of stamp the excess on the back of your hand. Once you do that, you go ahead and you place the powder. And do that again. Grab, dust off excess, and press the powder. I'm gonna bake a little bit on the sides of the nose. The Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm gonna take this beige shade right here with my e.l.f. brush, dust off the excess, and I'm gonna set the rest of the areas that I put concealer on. Dusting off the powder that we have underneath the eyes because I'm not baking for that long. I'm gonna take the medium shade from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm gonna take the JH05 brush to contour my face. I like to go pretty in with this. I'm basically running out, and I'll go dust off the excess, and then I'll dab once or twice into the light contour shade to give it that gray, to give it a little bit of that gray color. I'm gonna take the JH36 brush to contour my nose very slightly. I'm just gonna go and take the medium shade again from the contour palette and do my best to contour my nose. For bronzer, I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Take It to Brazil bronzer with, what brush am I gonna use? And I'm gonna take the BH Cosmetics #1 brush. I like this brush to contour because, to bronze, because I also feel like it contours in a way because it's pointed at the end. So I'm just gonna lightly dust this. I don't wanna go in too much with the bronzer, just to give it, my skin, like a little bit of a glow. Because my skin is starting to look more matte than anything, we don't want that, girls. We want to glow. We want to glow. So I'm going to get some of my facial spray. I'm using the Mario Badescu, and I'm gonna spray my face just so that all of the powder products can melt into the skin a little bit better and highlight the face while the face is like soaking, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take the Desi X Katie Fuego highlight. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild crease brush to highlight my face, and I like to dab it. And then blend. I'm going to get the JH10 brush, which is also from Morphe. It's like a little stamp brush. And I'm going to take some translucent powder, and I'm going to cut this area right here. And then quickly clean that. I'm going to spray my face again, but this time I'm using the Too Faced 3-in-1. I'm going to go back in with the highlight to highlight my face again. For blush, I'm going to use the Benefit Gold Rush, which is this one right here, and I'm going to take the JH04 brush to do that. Put a little bit on my nose. Going back into, look at my profile, my ugly ass profile. Then I'm going to go into the Shade and Light palette again and go in with the peachy shade first. I feel like the peachy shade the peachy shade is gonna help like with any coverage, because usually like more salmon peachy colors are like color correctors. And then I'm gonna go in with the yellow shade to help brighten. So I'm just going to finish up my eye makeup, and then I'll be back. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do something super basic, but I'll finish up my eye makeup. So this is pretty much what I do for a night that I know there's gonna be flash photography involved in it. And I'm telling you guys, this is a flashback free type of foundation makeup routine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip right here zooming into my face. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so. And this picture was taken with flash, and as you can see, there was no flashback in it. So it's flashback proof, and I highly recommend it. I love it. It's very skin-like. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you guys learned a few things, and I will see you guys in my next one.